Hello, everybody. Yes, surprise! I thought I'd do a surprise, um, surprise video. And I don't know. I thought maybe we might do a little bit of spooky stuff. Have a bit of light-hearted fun. So there's lots of places around which are creepy uber-luber, for want of a better term. And I thought it might be fun to have a look at some of them. Hi, Melinda. So I thought we'd look at some creepy uber-luber stuff. Hi, Hermit's Corner. Carl, how are you? Just for a bit of fun, something a bit different. No political, no Trumpy. Just, hi, the face painter. Early morning there for you, isn't it? 1:38 p.m. So it'd be about what, 5, 6 o'clock where you are, or 4:30, 5 o'clock. Hi, Kate Sweet Blue. So yeah, so no, what do you call it? No politics, no Trumpy, just fun stuff, creepy uber-luber stuff. Yes, I know I'm going to be doing a Monday mystery, and we'll go back to that. But I thought we'd look at spooks, like in ghosties and things. Look at some places that are supposed to be haunted and have a look and see what the cards say about the energy of those places. So I thought that would be a lot of fun. I'm only here for about an hour and a half. Hubby's watching a movie. He's made me a nice coffee. So 7:38 a.m. in the morning, face painter. Wow. And so I thought, he's watching a movie. It's got about another hour and a half to go. And I thought, well, while he's doing that, we'll go and you bought a new deck, Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, interesting. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Bodies in the Rue Morgue. Anybody know who did that? The first Edgar, the Bodies in the Rue Morgue. Anybody know the answer to that? Who did it? I do. I've never read it, but I do know this. How that was the first locked room mystery, or it's widely accredited as the first locked room mystery. Hey, Baba. How's my girl? Hi, Kate Sweet Blue. Hi, Mims. All just, hi, Karen Hart. I thought we'd do spooky places today for fun, spooky places, and see if some of the tales about them are true. Yeah, I'm still going to be doing Monday mysteries, and we'll be looking at other sorts of mysteries like disappearances and stuff like that. But I thought we'd stick to ghost stories and everything tonight. He was buried alive, right? No. What it was the first locked room mystery. And the solution was because I think, anyway, it was an orangutan who was the murderer. He could climb and stuff, and he thought he would get in trouble, which is why he kept hiding and things like that. So it's all very twisty and roundabouty. But yeah, I've just ordered a beautiful new deck. It's brand new one by Ciro Marchetti. It's called the, oh, what's it called? Book Depository. I've ordered it from England, and it was only released on the 1st of July. So it really is brand new, and I'm really excited. It's the first deck I've bought in a while. Hi, Marie Sutton. And it is a tarot decorative deck and book set, and it looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Sort of glass stained windows type style. So anyway, so we're going to open up Google Maps on my other things. We could go Google Earth. On Google Earth. So we'll open up Google Earth. He is absolutely amazing artist. Of course, a lot of people have the Gilded Tarot. This one. Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous stuff. So we've got Google Earth firing up here. And, oh, has anybody got a place they want me to look at? That's got, you know, ghost stories and legends associated with it. We had a look last time at the Bridgewater Triangle, but I still want to do just a video on Wampum's Belt. So Google Earth is firing up. Google Earth is sort of a bit, I mean, Google Maps is a lot simpler and stuff, but sometimes you just want a little bit of. So I am thinking of a place. There is a town here in Western Australia called York, and it's supposed to be one of the most haunted towns in Australia. We've got the Monte Cristo Homestead, which quite often finds its way onto a list of top 10 haunted houses in the world. Oh, that's all right, Em. Yeah, I just thought I'd pop on, have a bit of fun. And we're going to do all spook, ghosty stuff. No aliens or other things like that. We'll leave those unsolved mysteries, just like ghosty stuff, and have a look at some of these places. Google Earth is taking some time to charge up. So York, WA, yep. It's about York. It's about an hour and a half's drive east of Perth, or an hour and 10, hour and 15, somewhere around there. And it's a beautiful town, but it's supposed to be very, very haunted. Somebody posted, and she appeared on Slapped Ham. If you like all things spooky and ghosty and things like that, check out Slapped Ham. Slapped Ham, H-A-M. And if you like all that sort of thing and spooky videos and stuff like that, check him out. Yeah, and he often has people coming in as guests and all that. Yes, it is. It takes a while, Google Earth. Haven't used it in ages, because I used to use it when I was doing my GIS stuff and creating layers to go down on it and things. So yeah, I think we won't bother with Google Earth. It's just going to take up time. Google Maps is more than sufficient. So the graveyard. Let's see if we can find the graveyard. It's supposed to be pretty spooky. York graveyard. Cemetery. Cemetery, we'll call it. Cemetery. And we'll see what happens. Green Hill Cemetery, that's Quailed in York. And we'll have a look. Okay, here it is. So we'll zoom in on it a bit. What are you doing, Bubba? Yeah? Yeah, you're not too big on the idea. Well, guess what? Mummy's big girl. You can protect her, can't you? So it's very, very odd. Ooh. Longleat in the UK. Longleat, Melinda. Longleat. Where's Longleat? Let's have a look underneath the shopping list. We'll go Longleat, UK. Where was it? What I'll do is after I do York, we'll go over to Longleat in the UK and you can tell me a bit more about your ghost. Okay. Malabrigo, one of my favourite yarns. Malabrigo, Karen Hart. Malabrigo. I take it that is it in New Mexico or somewhere? Wiltshire. Oh, okay. Longleat in Wiltshire, Old English estate. Okay, so first we're going to start in my neck of the woods and we're going to have a look at what better thing to use than this one. Are there ghosts at the York Cemetery? Let's have a look. York, also the old York Hospital is supposed to be very haunted. We'll have a look at the cemetery. I love Most Haunted, the UK show Most Haunted. Absolutely love it. And I used to love Ghost Adventures too, but I haven't seen a lot of them lately. Most Haunted is Manassas Battlefield from the Civil War, Manassas, Virginia. Okay. Hi Clarence, hi Teresa Boss. Manassas. We're looking at all spooky places today. So I'll write down Manassas Battlefield in Virginia, and then I'll ask you to Alcatraz Island Prison. Oh yeah, that is haunted. Manassas Battlefield. Virginia. So I've got 3 other things to look at now, and I'll see how quick how we go with these ones before I get some more suggestions. Okay. And when I get to Marabrigo, you can tell me about the story. Okay. Okay, so York Cemetery. The York Cemetery. Okay, well, first we're going to do, I haven't done any prayers yet because this is a complete surprise. So, universal spirit and guides of the highest truth and compassion, please place a sphere of protection around myself, my husband, and our fur babies in our house. Our sister, sphere of protection, keep negative energy and ill intent at bay and allow only positive and loving energy to grow and foster within. And universal spirit and guides of the highest truth and compassion, thank you. Thank you, Bubba girl. That's okay. You can protect mummy. You're being very naughty, aren't you? Would you like some of this? Somebody's always nicking some of your treats. Would you like some of his? There you go. Have a look. She's knocked several things off, which is either pay attention to me, mummy, I want something. Or okay, so access to your wisdom and knowledge, the Akashic records and all high forms of knowledge. I do this without agenda. Rank or your will going into the questions I may pose. Now, as Cameo seems to be a little bit jumpy, we'll do some Palo Santo. Yarn manufacturer in Peru, Chrissey. Oh, Malibu. I thought there was a ghost story attached to it, you noodle. Yes. So Malabrigo can be put off the. Little bit of protection. Okay. So Malabrigo is not a story. Okay. It's a wool manufacturer. Where's my pen gone? Just have to use this one. Okay, right. I'll forgive you. Alcatraz. Yeah, we might be able to fit Alcatraz in then. Anyway, there. Beautiful York. It's a beautiful town. Are there any ghosts at the cemetery? I'm not a medium, so I am relying on the cards and the energy of the cards to give me some answers, okay? So, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive anyone for being a noodle. Okay. The King of Pentacles, yes. Now, this is interesting. The King of Pentacles, I don't know much about when York was settled or how it was settled. But the fact that this is the King of Pentacles, it indicates someone who was quite a big money person there, quite a wealthy person there. Could have been one of the town's founders. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, which is not just a yes, but it's also an indication of who this person, who this spirit might belong to. And it could be, yes, I heard about the two guys, Patricia Ray. We're doing all spooky stuff today, Patricia Ray, all ghost stories and looking at some places. So it's all just fun. It's an off-the-cuff thing. So it could be someone who was quite important in the town. We've got the 10 of coins. Yeah, somebody who's quite a legacy figure in the town. So the 10 of coins, it's definitely someone from a prominent family here. The 10 of coins, family with money, family with prominence in the town. And we've got the Page of Cups. Message, emotions. I feel like this person left something unresolved, didn't get something done, or wants to get a message, because this is the pages of messengers. So it wants to get a message, or wanted to get a message to somebody, but that might not have happened before they passed. There's definitely someone from a very prominent family and the head of quite a prominent family in the area. Message, emotional, maybe wanted to be able to say goodbye to someone but wasn't able to. And we'll just draw a couple more cards, 3 more, I think. Is there anyone else? There's definitely, and there's another person there who is also a king, who is also a prominent leader, someone prominent in the area. There's the Justice card. This person may have been a magistrate or something at the time. I'm not quite sure how it works, but this other person, compassionate, strong leader, justice, to do with justice, may have been the magistrate. Secret, the moon, secrets. This person had some secrets, and this other person. So, two pretty prominent people from, I think, early in the town. Are they from early in the town? Or we'll have a look, do some clarifications. Okay. And I do feel they might be gentlemen. So possibly, were they early from the town's settlement? Yes. It's a temperance. Trying to settle, balance it. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, very, very prominent, wealthy families who were, you know, at that time had held a great deal of authority and autonomy in the town. So these are they men? Are they both men? Let's have a look. That's yeah, I've got the 7 of Cups. So it's not necessarily that they're both men. They just could be from this family. I do feel this might be a man. But the first person we read on, the head of a local prominent family, not necessarily a man. Could have been a younger person, but it's definitely someone from that family. Yeah. Was the second person, the King of Wands, was a judge. Yes, an emissary for kings, or an emissary for the governor in this case. Somebody who was, it could even have been a local member. So that's very interesting. So there's definitely ghosts at the cemetery, and a bit of an idea of who they are. They're the two strongest ones. Are there others there that are not as not as strong? This could have been the son of a family. Yes, there are. There are others there. The World card. Some of them don't, maybe for they're not getting the recognition that they want or needed. They just want, yeah. And there's quite a few children there too. But yeah, some very prominent local people buried there. I do feel like there's one person just didn't feel like they got the recognition that they deserved. So that is the York Cemetery in Western Australia. And what I'll do is, where's my phone? Bring it up on the map on my phone, okay? York Cemetery. Yep, this is it. Let's see. So this is the place that I was looking at, the York Cemetery. I don't know how clearly you can see that. Might be a bit too glary, but the York Cemetery on Katrine Road. Okay, so we'll put the decks, we'll put the cards away and give them a good shuffle, and then well, don't only stay up if you want to. You suffer from insomnia. I'm sorry about that. Hi, Bunny Russell. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I know it's quite late over in the US. I know it's daytime and early morning, you know, in here and Europe and stuff. But hi, Linda B, Teresa Baltasar, Human Generic, Carter Mancy, hi, Bonnie Russell, Mel M, hi, Patricia Ray, hi, Human Generic, hi. So hi, everyone. Doing all spooky stuff today. Now, what's next on the list? Let's see. Longleat, Wiltshire in the UK, and it's now a safari park. Okay. So, Longleat. I'm going to try and Mr. Longleat House and have a I'm going to try, Em. You said you saw a ghost there. Hi, Bright Opal. We're doing all spooky things today, looking at ghosties and stuff and haunted places. That's all we're doing today is haunted places. So, you know, Longleat House. I've got Longleat House up here on the screen. Okay, so I'll bring it. Hi, Sherry French. Hi, Sophie. Longleat House. Warminster in the UK. So let's have a look, bring up a photo. I'm going to try for all these places to bring up a photo of it. Okay. So here is a picture. Okay, hang on. It's a bit hard, but I can't print up pictures all the time. So if you've got your phones handy, you can go and look up the places we're talking about. That might be easier than me trying to show you a picture. Anyway, you used to be a paranormal investigator. So your friend's Kim's house in Sefner, Florida. Wow. Is Kim still there, Human Generic? What happened to that pen? I hope it can't be lost because it's from the Capitol. Yes, your wonderful capital. So it's a highly important, you know, I will find it later. Family and took a tour. You were 7. Okay. Kim's house. Is Kim still in the house? You were 7, Sefner. Okay. So let's have a look at Longleat. So you've already given me something, a grey lady. I think it might be good not to have any Well, I have I've bought the pictures up. I've got 2 screens here. Hi, Apple. Doing all ghost stuff today. It just haunted places. I've got a second screen here. And on that, I've brought up the map of places, and no other information is really about ghosties or anything. In fact, I'll show you. And this is what I used. Remember when I looked at that road for a few weeks back, and I said, you know, it was unsafe for women at a certain time. So anyway, here is my second screen. Okay, so this, I just bring up the map locations. Okay, and when I was looking at that road, that very long haunted road, and I said, you know, the white lady thing was not real, but there was definitely another place that had lots of bodies, and then there was a section between here and here that was troublesome and stuff. That's all I had open was Google Maps. So that's what I use. Let's see if I can get this too high. I hate moving the camera. Sorry, guys. It's just that once I move it, I've got to, as Arkwright used to say, jiggle it a bit. Okay. This is the best I can do. It's cut the top of my head off a bit, but I don't mind. Boat stories. Yeah, the Queen Mary's supposed to be haunted. 2 boat stories. Okay, Mim's got some boat stories. Well, we can look. Where did that pen go? Oh, there it is. Okay, quite happy. Got the pen back. See, the U.S. Capitol. We want to go back. We want to go back. So Mims, yes, I did a prayer of protection. Boots. Protective white light. Always do. I just got to check my phone as always. Linda B, thanks for the update. That teacher's, yeah, she's going to be gone soon. She can't be telling, it's not her job. That's not her job. Okay. Yes, I've asked for protection, a spirit protection and everything, and I've let some Palo Santo, and I'll light it some more if I need to. So, yeah, we got some protection happening. So, Longleat. I took my mum to Fremantle Jail when she came over here for a visit years ago. And we were waiting downstairs because she couldn't go up the stairs. So I sat and waited with her while the rest of the group went up the stairs to walk around the balconies. And they were in a different section of the jail. We were the only tour group going through at the time. And there was nobody else in the section we were waiting in. We heard footsteps up above us, on the balconies above us. Oh, for the rest of you too, by all means do I'm sorry, I usually do ask for a sphere of protection to be placed over my, so universal spirit, please place protective spears about all those who are watching today. If you're a bit worried about it, just close your eyes, imagine a white protective light or a sphere of protection, however you do it. And yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Port Arthur's pretty big. I went there before the massacre. There's a couple of movies come out about that. Not impressed. The latest one is does not include the massacre. It's just the events leading up to it and stuff. No. Wonderful cast, but okay. Let's see. Longleat. Let's have a look at Longleat. What can it tell me? There's a maze there. There's a couple of mazes. Several. One is a green man. Or an owl. Actually, one is quite interesting because it's, you look at it one way and it's an owl, but if you look at it from another direction, it is a green man. Interesting. I don't know how long those Longleat House. Tell me about the ghosts there. Are there ghosts there? Four of Wands, yes, and they are very much attached to the house. Night, Sophie. Oh, you'll have nightmares. That's all right. The torture chambers might have it yet, but yes, there are ghosts attached to the house. I don't know anything about, it's an Elizabethan house. I don't know whether they were, what side of the Civil War they were on, whether they were Roundheads or Cavaliers. But people stood in defence of the house. Six of Wands. This is interesting. They stood in defence of the house. It's interesting because it's staged like the Seven of Wands, but it's the six. This person holding up. They stood in defence of the house and were victorious. Well, it was a victorious house. Three women. There's at least three, I think. At least three. Hi, Marie Sutton. There's at least three. It doesn't matter that the card shows all women. They don't have to be all women. There's definitely a dominant female presence, and she's very protective. This could be the grey lady they talk about. But I prefer not to know any real details like grey ladies or stuff if you tell me about a place. So unknown places would be good. Okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles on top of the victorious. It's a bride. That doesn't necessarily mean there's a bride that haunts the place. But she's carving on a tombstone details. Definitely somebody mourning. This person is mourning, so there's definitely someone, and he's mourning the loss. And I do feel that this might have to do with the English Civil Wars between the Cavaliers and the Roundheads, which was after the house was built. I don't know anything really about the history of the house at all. Now we've got the Six of Swords, transit into calmer waters. We've got a woman and we've got a sad-looking child here. I don't know if there's been children running around the place, but there might be. Some people might feel children running around the place. They haven't moved on. Wow, your dad would be 112. Two of Cups, very emotional ties. Ace of Wands. There is definitely a spirit there who has a lot of energy, and it's felt quite a lot. And then there is the Emperor. The Emperor. This could be the person who originally built the house during Elizabethan times. Yeah, so what have I got from the cards there? So I've got attached to the house. It was part of a victorious battle, but whether it was Roundheads or Cavaliers, I'm not sure. Protective lady. Three spirits. Possibly one child. Protective lady. Possibly the builder of the house, the original builder, and one with lots of energy. That would be interesting to go and have a look at that. So this is Longleat. Oh. Wow, interesting. I try not to get too caught up in mazes in these places, because a lot of these are restored gardens, and that maze is amazing, but that's not necessarily original to the house or even very old. So, yeah. So that's what I've got about. There's definitely a lot of emotional energy around the lady, the protective lady, and a child, and possibly the presence every now and then of someone original, like maybe the person who built the house or stuff. So, yeah. So that's what I got on that. So if anyone wants to go and look at Longleat Hall and see how close I got, it'd be very interesting to see. What else have I got on the list here? Hi, Shelby Lisa. Yeah, I just thought I'd do a surprise, and I'm just doing all haunted places today, just for a bit of fun, away from all the other stuff. A bit of fun looking at all places that are supposedly haunted. I'd had a look at the graveyard, the cemetery in York, Western Australia. Here, it's about 95k from Perth, and I've just looked at Longleat Hall or House in the UK. The Manassas Battlefield in Virginia. Okay, so And I just showed, and I won't show it again, but if you go back earlier, you'll see what I have on my other screen. Yeah, I don't know if I get energy from the places, but it gives me a bit of a just. I do believe that landscapes and houses and things give off energy. I do believe it. Having worked with satellite imagery and multispectral cameras and things like that, and seeing the different things that can be shown, yeah, I really do believe it. That landscapes can give off energy. Oh, I hope nobody else is buffering. The picnic area, the battlefield itself. Ooh. I got a really, really cold feeling right at my core. I mean, I'd never heard of Manassas before. Of course, everyone's heard of what's the big Gettysburg and all that. I just got a really gripping, really cold, hard fist, like just down below my sternum there. Cassadaga, Florida. Cassadaga. Okay, interesting. Florida. Hi, Kim King. Spooky stories. Yes, we're doing all ghosts. I don't know, it's late night. Yeah, I just got a really cold knot just below my sternum there when I looked at the picture. And there's a couple of spots that I feel are it'd be interesting to have a look at that landscape on a satellite image, and I could possibly, and I might even possibly do that, looking at some of these battlefields on satellite imagery and stuff. It would be really, really interesting. If you want to look at these areas on your phone, so you can see what I'm looking at on my screen. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Em. I don't know how many people were lost here, but it's really, it is civil war, or is it War of Independence? Is it from the Civil War? Is it from the War of Independence? Shelby, did you ask me about it? Loss. Lots of loss, lots of regret, lots of pain. I think not everywhere, beautiful place, but in some areas, and in this park, you might be overwhelmed with loss. Feeling there's an area near the trees where it looks like it's been worn down, the grass has been worn down, and there's another area to the north of the field, where it's a bit worn, and there's a white spot sort of where it's really worn in the center of that area, where you really, really feel overwhelmed with loss, almost tears. Civil war, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, overwhelming loss. That's what you feel if you're standing in this place. Not everywhere, but it's especially in certain places. There's a couple of areas. The world. It's sort of like a turning point. You say it was the bloodiest battle in the Civil War. Yeah, it was the Civil War. I don't know if it was early or late in the war or midpoint, or was it felt as a turning point, because we've got resolution here, or the end of one journey and the beginning of another. So I just feel like it was important in how it played out, how the war played out. The wheel, the energies. Yeah, it was more lives were lost in the American Civil War than have been lost in all other wars America has been involved in, ever. So yeah. So this is the energies. It was, whether it was noted at the time, there was something about, I think, the second battle that took there that was really important, viewed as a turning point. And it's definitely, are people seeing there? Are people seeing there? 10 of Cups, yes. Doctorate degrees, do they? Anyway, there are figures seen there, and this is the 10 of Cups, and this is family. No, not all from the one family. What I feel is that a lot of the figures seen there are from the one company, or that were virtually just wiped out. Nobody left from that particular company or anything. They were wiped out there, which happened all too often. And I think that, especially if you see them in a group, I also feel like it's a lot of place where people go thinking, there's nothing, of course there's no ghosts at these places and all that, and they come away and they feel differently. They feel like, wow, there's something really, right at the end of the war, yeah. it was, yeah, so towards the end. And it was coming to its inevitable end, yes. And a lot of people go there and they come away feeling a bit changed, not necessarily believing in ghosts per se, but believing in that places can have certain atmospheres because of the things that took place there. So quite a people turn from, possibly from cynic to skeptic. Skeptics want to see, they want to believe, but they also look for things that can explain things. So they like to get rid of all the explainable. Cynics don't believe at all. And I think quite a few cynics become skeptics, which is a bit more open. Yeah, it was the turning point, and it was definitely, there's also some parts I think that feel really, really dark and foreboding that a lot of people don't. You'd think it would be one of the bigger, denser parts of the battlefield, the trees where there's bigger parts of trees, but there's a line of trees just north of the drive that goes in. There's a line of trees. I think people might feel quite a dark, foreboding presence there. Tell me more about that line of trees. Definitely. I think something might have happened there that was covered up. Definitely about people being lost. Defensive. I think there might have been something nasty there that was covered up. It might not even be a record, but something very nasty happened there. And it wasn't fighting. It could even have been somebody there was defending themselves. Could even have been a murder or something that was later attributed to the battle. Somebody, yeah, manifestation. Somebody saw something that somebody else didn't want them reporting, so that person was hunted down. And I do feel it's that line of trees there. I don't know how long the trees have been there, but that's sort of, you might go there and feel a really dark, foreboding presence. So it's, my eye's been drawn to that line of trees more than just geographically. I'm trying to, you know, pull things of that type out of the landscape, of course, but once I do that and note it, it's like, yeah. So very, very place in upper state New York called Lilyville. Yeah. New York. Hi, Donna Hagen. We are doing all just haunted places. But Battle of Bull Run, I have heard of that. Yeah. Okay. Now, Human Generic, Kim's house in Cessna, Florida. We'll have a look at Cessna, Florida. And you said it was rife with poltergeist activity. I am very wary of poltergeist stuff, so I'm going to add it, do a little bit more with protection in a minute. Okay. We've spent with debunking things. Could you just debunk your friend's house? Have you got a street or something where it was? Is she still there first? Because I don't want to do a reading if she's still there. Oh, Mims, that's lovely. Yes, Mims has written prayers and love and light to all the souls lost in the Civil War. Thank you for, okay. So thank you, and prayers and love and light to all souls who have been lost in wars, in defence of their countries and in the defence of others. Okay. Do you have a street or something, human generic, where anyway, I'm going to just hop over here for a second. Grab a couple of things. Never hurts to have a little bit of extra. Protection on board. So let's see, Palo Santo. So I've got the Palo Santo incense and I'm going to light that. I don't use sage because if you have blood pressure problems, sage is not necessarily the best thing to be lighting. Stick that. Just stick that into the wax here. There we go. So that it's burning in the background. Okay. Yeah, I don't burn anything with sage in it. Okay, Mims. Okay, so human generic. Your house, this house in Sefner. Do you have a street name or something? We might use a different deck. I'm going to use the Line Strider Tarot, which is between the line between reality, fantasy, good, evil, that sort of thing. It's a great deck for this sort of thing too. She lives peacefully with her ghosties. Okay, so let's have a look. Right. Sefner Community Alliance. Are there other places in Sefner that's a bit spooky? Yeah, I always put up the entertainment purposes anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good, the Dead Files. And we'll definitely, Halloween, I'm definitely going to do a Halloween special. All about goose tears as well. Is there any other place in Sefner, like some Major place. Mango Library. James Dean sports car. Well, as she's still living there, I don't want to, I won't do a reading on her house because I feel that that would be a bit rude. And if she's at peace with what's there. But anywhere else in Sefna? Any other, like, public building or something? How about James Dean's sports car? What's going on with James Dean's sports car? James Dean's sports car. Street, Merrily Place. Okay. That'll be interesting. Well, I'll bring up Merrily Place and see if there's something generally about that. James Dean sports car, 5 of 1. Conflict. 6 of Wands. Page of Cups. I got, when I just said James Dean sports car, was that it was problematic before he even got it. Hi, Ann W. from South Wales. Thanks for joining us. All haunted places today. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Conflict. Page of Cups. I have heard tales of it, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But I don't know if it was someone else had owned it or if it was brand new, but there was definitely something about it that for the wrong person, it was a death trap. If he didn't buy that car and he was driving by at the same time of day, at that exact same time, and he was in a different car, he wouldn't have had that accident. That's about all I can tell you. And that for the wrong sort of person, it can leave you feeling pretty much not a good place. Things can slow down. You might experience some misfortune, possibly some legal misfortune, possibly loss of money. Yeah, so I would not buy the car. Weymouth, Massachusetts. Oh, okay. Cherry French. I can do that. I'll keep going as long as till James comes out. 6. Okay. 12 Hart Avenue, Weymouth, Massachusetts. Okay. Okay, so Merry Place. Is that the street that your friend Kim lives in? Let's just have a look at the street in general. Have you heard of any other houses having problems in that street? Mary Ellen Avenue. No, that wasn't it, was it? Merrily Place. Merrily Place. I've misspelt it, so sorry. Merrily circle. Merrily circle or circuit. Merrily circle south. Merrily circus or circle, Leonard. Yeah, merrily circuit. By the looks of it. Oh, crescent. Let's see. Let's go and drop the little man in there. Yeah. Yes, Sherry French, I've got that down. Pretty ordinary. But one thing I heard about poltergeist energy is that there can be nothing there, and then all of a sudden it happens and it's there. And Leonard Crescent, Merrily Crescent. I don't really get any creepy ooba from Merrily Crescent itself, but it'd be interesting to see the topology there. Leonard. Is she close to Leonard Crescent? No, you can coexist with ghosts. Is she near to Leonard Crescent? Or at the end that joins with Leonard Crescent? Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Wands still need to build up some things. Hi, Tiger Weiss Jones. Your address. Okay, Melinda. We're doing all haunted places today. Merrily Circuit. Leonard Crescent. I feel like most of Merrily Circuit it's fine. Okay, the house was swallowed by a sinkhole. Was he in Merrily Crescent? I don't know. I just feel like, is she, is she at the east end, closer to Leonard Drive? Yeah, she does join with Leonard Crescent. Yeah. I feel like at the north or the east? North or east? North where Paul Place is, or east? I think Leonard Crescent's probably got a few more things going on there than Merrily. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. So when is she near that church? God Speaks Bible Church. Wow. It's about a quarter of a mile away. Yeah. Definitely. You know what? I do feel like the water. Yeah. Yeah, she's at the East End. Merrily Circle. Yeah. Where's that church? That whole area. There's a huge area of woods and there's water not too far away. Yeah, I do feel like that. Just that area is the houses on either side of the church. There's possibly some stuff there, but I'm not going to go any further on that. Yeah. Okay, Missy. So let's see. Lilyville, New York, up in New York. Go down there. Lilyville, Illinois. Is it Lilyvale or Lilyville? New York. Lilyville Lodge. Boracay. Wherever that is. No. No, that's not it. Oh. It's in the Philippines. Lilydale. Okay, thank you. What is it about Lilydale in New York that is spooky? Is it the whole place, just a specific town? Hi, Sean Muller. Focused in her. Yeah. Well, I don't want to do anything if it's focused in her house. I don't want to do anything to stir it up more, so we won't. There's definitely, yes, stuff happening there. So, Lilydale. Lost and found, Jewel of the Lake. Maplewood Hotel. Is that in Lilydale, or is that one a place you want me to look at, Sean? Lilydale Museum. Wow, that's the Lilydale, wow, little yellow building. Okay, and the Maplewood Hotel. What about the museum? That's a freaky looking little building. So the Lilydale Museum. I like. And the Maplewood Hotel. Let's see. What street is it on, Sean? Knickerbocker Hotel in, oh, that's, yeah, Knickerbocker Hotel. I've heard of that place. Hotel, Lionville, Pennsylvania. If I have time, you know, we can always look at some of these places on Monday as well. I'm doing a Monday night. Pennsylvania, PA, sorry. Maplewood Hotel. Where is the Maplewood Hotel? Sometimes something catches my eye and I'm like, the bookstore and gift shop. Yeah. Where's the Maplewood Hotel? Yes, it looks like there's spiritualists here, there's psychic mediums there. Looks like it's a really interesting place. I mean, the bookshop, I sort of thought, oh, geez, you could do a reading on that. And wow, most of Lilydale is not on the street view. That's interesting. Second street. I immediately went second sight street, you know. Well, obviously, it's very attractive to spiritualism. Got a lot of, I can't find that hotel, but what I do want to do is I want to look at the museum. So let's go out. Lilydale Museum. Let's have a look at the museum. Are there any pictures of it, or is that it? Is that the only picture? It's on that beautiful, it looks like a beautiful place. Formerly the town of Pomfret School. Wow, so schoolhouses are, okay, the Lilydale, I'm going to have a look at the Lilydale. Hi, Dr. Adepu. May I have career predictions in... Dr. Victor, I don't do personal readings online, but if you would like a personal reading, my email is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and you can email me there, and I can arrange to do a personal, give you details about personal readings. Okay. Yes, it was yeah. So, yeah, so we're going to look at the museum. Old schoolhouse. Well, Lilydale, it looks like such, I mean, I would love to visit this place, honestly, with these houses and, oh, yeah. Let's have a look. What is at Lilydale Museum? Four of Pentacles. Someone definitely does not, she loves it there and they don't want to go. They don't want to go. Someone is really attached to that building, and heaven help anyone who tried to move them on. The Hierophant, institution, representing a teacher. Is there any talk of a teacher haunting the place or being seen? Two of Cups. Emotions. So the Hierophant represents, institutions, places of learning and all that. And this person who really, they're hanging on, like the Four of Queens is hanging on, is associated with the Hierophant. So I don't know if there's stories of a teacher. Two of Cups, but there's also another couple of, what sort of things are seen? The Hermit. The Hermit indicates this something that doesn't happen very often. It comes out occasionally. But it's there too. It's more not so closely associated with the schoolhouse, but maybe with the area around it. This is a bear. So is there any has there been any things of native origin, like drums or chanting or things that is occasionally heard? That's what I'd be interested in knowing. Because to me, this is the bear spirit, bear people. Hi, Sharon Sipe. We're doing all haunted places today, and I'm looking currently at the Lilydale Museum in New York. They do, yeah. Yeah, so they do drumming there. Yeah, the bear sort of led me towards Native American, First Nations. What about the teacher? Knight of Cups. Ten of Swords. Oh, was there something bad that happened to the Native Americans in that area? Possibly friendship offered, but not real friendship. Betrayal. Was there a betrayal or some sort in the history of that area? Drumming is on the lake shore. Yeah. Well, this is quite a ways from the lake, isn't it? Was there an incident that cost the lives of many Native Americans? Again, I'm not a medium. I am just using the cards to see what the cards tell me. It is tiny, isn't it? Do you know of any horrible word to use, but massacres or to the native people there? Some, flag of friendship that, or even nearby. And I do feel like the old schoolhouse itself. Yeah. What about the teacher? Coming back to the teacher here now. Is there like teacher sort of, I feel like there's someone walking around in the museum. It's a teacher. Don't know about the haunted tour. Anyone else know if there's a teacher associated? Like, is this a teacher? King of Pentacles. Yes. Yeah. Ten of Cups. I think there's definitely a prominent family that's associated with the school. We've got the King of Pentacles, and it's a family, and possibly two members of that family could be seen or heard or glimpsed. Yeah. So I feel like there's two sources of energy there, like the Native American one. I do feel there was some betrayal there, and energy attached with the school, not so much as a museum. If there's any other energies, there might be energies attached with things in the museum, but yeah. And then there's the native thing. I don't know if it's children. I mean, we've got to be careful when talking about children here because of all the things that have been coming out about a lot of schools. I definitely feel that there was definitely some betrayal with some of the people around there. And there's definitely some association with a local prominent family, with a couple of people that might be their couple. these places, you know, would have been there a long time. Yeah. So very, very interesting place, the museum. I honestly feel like I could do a whole video on Lilydale, on the different places. So that's interesting. Okay. Somebody asked me about 12 Hart Avenue in Weymouth, Massachusetts. Is there something there? Was that you, Sherry French? Again, I'm not a medium talking to spirits. I'm just feeling what the cards are, sort of what I'm getting from the cards. So, yeah. It just looks like a fascinating place. Winnipeg, Westchester, Weymouth. Yep. Let's have a look. What do I get when that brings it right up? Hunter's Trading Post. No pictures there. Hart Avenue 12. You reckon it's spooky? There's something going on there. It's an apartment complex, is it? Or a couple of apartments? Well, thank you. I don't hear things. I don't claim to be, because I don't know if I get things correct or not. 12 Hart Avenue. Got a couple of black doors on it. Yeah, there it is. 12 and 14. King of Cups, lots of emotion. King of Wands and lots of energy. Lots of emotion and lots of energy attached to the whole building, like number 14 as well. Are they benevolent? Is it benevolent energy? No, I've got chaotic energy associated. So this, whatever's associated with the property, is very chaotic and very strong. We've got two kings here. energy and emotion. They're the highest court cards, and but energy and emotion and causing chaos. Here we've got another king, another strength of the energy. I don't know how old the place is. Whether it used to be one house or it was split up. No, I'm not schizophrenic and I don't hear things. Not everyone who hears things is schizophrenic. They could be clairaudient, which I'm not. Little building across the way. There's a little building across the way, and look at my heartbeat starts. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know. Again, I'm asking: is this energy with this building? Is it benevolent? Yes, it causes chaos, but is it or is it evil? Let's have a look. Page of Wands. Well, I'm not getting anything like the devil or things like that, but this is the Page of Wands. They want to be heard. They want to make sure you know that they're there. And yes, then to do that, they create a bit of chaos. 8 of Wands. Lots of things happening all at once, which is the 8 of Wands. Lots of communication happening all at once. All sorts of different things. Knocking. Doors closing. Did you ever get any window rattling? Hi, Sagine. And hi, Linda. I'm doing all haunted places today. Did you ever get any windows rattling or tapping on glass? It's a 100-year-old duplex. Yeah. So it was always built to house two. Yeah. What about the place across the road, the little house across the road? Do you know anything about that? There it is again. I see it and my heart or my stomach goes. Lots of butterflies in my stomach about that place. You know anything about that little yellow or cream coloured house with a double dormer window up the top? I still see nothing that says a nasty entity. And I do feel like they just want to be heard, and if you acknowledge them. But across the road, I think there's a different kind of thing. Maybe something not too good happened there. But this place, and possibly in number 14 as well, it's like not a bad energy, but they definitely like to be acknowledged. Like, we're here. Hello. And then be a little bit chaotic in their efforts to be heard, I guess. Is there anything nasty there? Is this at number 12/14? The whole building. I'd say the whole building. Is it? Is it benevolent? Yeah, it's just like, yeah, end and start, resolution, interested in the world. It's like they're all watching. Yeah. Um, they're resolved. They don't want to move on. They don't feel like they need to move on or anything. They're happy where they are. They just want you to know. Yeah, sometimes they do cause anxiety, but I don't think that's their aim. I think it's just that may even be a couple of children there. I think it's just that, yeah, they're happy where they are, but I don't. I feel like they might feel like this little boy's apologising to the little girl for scaring her or whatever. I feel like causing anxiety. It's not what they want to do. It's just they get a little bit carried away sometimes. I don't know if you felt anything evil or whatever, but got spooked and felt anxious at times and felt like things were getting a little bit chaotic, but yeah, you only had 3 rooms downstairs. Yeah. Now, the place across the road, directly across, I don't know what number it is. I'll see if I can bring up the number. Number 11. Number 11. Have you heard anything about number 11? I noticed this is high. It's on a slight slope up. Had you ever heard anything about number 11, Sherry French? You had. I really get it like a tightening in my chest and stuff. I wouldn't want to go to number 11. High Priestess, lots of secrets in that house. Lots of secrets in that house. Lots of emotion. And again, we've got 2 high business. 2 full. Wow. It's like a lot of that energy's trapped there, and it's people might feel suffocated and have a feeling of being trapped there. I think there's definitely a place where a pretty nasty person, possibly a businessman, used to be, or something, carrying a burden. But there's definitely something happened in that house. Queen, got the King and the Queen of Cups here. This person was corrupt. There's some nasty energy in that house that I think, yeah, lets it be known lots. Oh, yeah. Judgment. I think there was a pretty nasty person lived in that house sometimes, a businessman or something. Sherry French. Yeah. That was in number 12. Yeah. I don't feel overall that they wanted to harm you or anything. It just really wanted you to let you know they were there, and they got quite, maybe because you are very sensitive. I don't think it was their intention that you get scared. After some big event, would it quiet down for a while, or would it just continue on? Because I feel like I just had the oddest thought that this it might be associated with that house across the road, in that they want to get your attention about something that went on there. I don't know whether somebody came over to for something that happened there, and they came over to the house where you were to help, but it might be somebody trying to get your people's attention about something that's happened over the road or something. I do feel it might be associated with that house over the road, but their actual intention and the chaotic stuff that happens, it's not to frighten you. It's like they're trying to get attention because help, you need to come with us, that sort of thing. Okay, now, Melinda, you said you sent me an email with your address. I will not read out your address, okay? So that's where you live now? Yeah, I feel like there's definitely something associated with the house across the road. Okay. Okay. WKRP. Grey? Is it grey house between a yellow house and a slightly larger cream coloured house with brown? You're protecting Mummy. That's all right. Thank you, sweetheart. We'll do some cleansing. How about we do some more Palo Santo then? We'll do a bit more. There we go. We'll do some cleansing. She's licking my hand. It's the brown house. And it's got a big brown building next to you. Hang on. Just to get my bearings here. Yeah. Grey roof. Okay. Street view might be a few hours old. Okay, garage. It's a big brown, there's a big cream coloured house with a big brown veranda. And there's one with a chimney on the left, Melinda. You've got a garage. And then there's a slightly smaller one with a It's yellow with a grey porch roof. Has yours got the dormer windows, Melinda? And there's a vacant lot next to the yellow house. It's the house with garage, neighbours don't. Well, I can't see it. A garage from street view, that's all. I'll have to pop out of street view, sorry. Yeah, I think I found you. Yeah, okay. Right, come on, Bubba. We'll do this for Melinda and then I think we'll have to stop. Dark brown house, okay. Yeah, it's like almost blue. It's a dark brown, almost aubergine colour. Yeah, okay. So, you got a problem there, have you? Let's see. Okay. Melinda. That's query. What do you want to know? I just want to make sure I got the right house without giving your address away or anything like that. So let's go. What's going on with, is Melinda's house haunted? It's quite old. Got 19's the sun, isn't it? That's a yes. 19 is the sun. Double check. Can you hear them talking to each other sometimes? Yeah, the sun, living in the light. Not everyone is obliged to live in the light. Yeah. So that's a yes. You hear them talking to each other. 5 of Swords, some conflict. There was some conflict at the house, so we'll put that down. And we'll shovel some more. You became homeless to leave that place. Well, I certainly hope, Sherry, that you found a place. Queen of Coins, resources, stability. The 6, the Lovers. I think this is like the Sun card has two people. We've got the Queen and then we've got the Lovers that's got two people. So I feel like there's at least two people. There's two there. Could be a mother and child because we've got the motherly figure of the Queen. Can the home be cleansed? I should imagine so. Can this house be cleansed? Okay, a bit more. A great deal of energy, a great deal of energy. The Knight of Wands, charming, speaking. Things that might happen. This is the Seven of Cups, confusion, bit of confusion. Well, I thought I put that somewhere. I thought I put that there, but now it's over there, that sort of stuff. Does that happen? A lot of energy. The Knight of Wands talking, that would be the voices. We've got the Devil here. Repeated. I think there might have been a pattern of behaviour repeated within that house at one time, and not very nice behaviour. Do you feel any negative energy and a build-up of anxiety? Nine of Wands, and feel a need to sort of defend yourself, like you don't like having your back to doors. Yeah. It certainly wouldn't hurt to have someone come in and bless the place. I feel that why they're there is associated with some repeated behaviour that was not very good. Is the source of that behaviour, and there's conflict there. So is that source of that behaviour, because the devil's never a nice thing to talk about when we're talking about ghosts and things like that. You were just pushed at the step 10 minutes ago. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there is a dark energy there. Yeah. It wells up and then something happens. I do feel it might help calm things down a bit if you do get the place cleansed or blessed, whatever you feel is necessary. I think you will know when you're comfortable enough, but there's been something you don't like. That I don't like that you said that you were pushed. The step to where? Was it the step outside or was it the step to the basement? Was it the step outside, like you were being pushed out off the front, like out of the house, or was it inside, like down to a basement or something? Pushed you up. Yeah. Like somebody wants you out and somebody wants you in. Two competing forces inside. The step pushed you up. So is this the basement? Because I feel like it's the basement. Like, no. Okay. Well, that's good. Definitely something big happened there. Something nasty, something catastrophic happened there. Might not hurt to look into the history of the house. See if anybody local knows. Going upstairs. So going inside and going. So you were pushed going outside and then pushed going back inside. You don't like the basement? No, I wouldn't. Do you have anything down there? Do you need to go down there for anything like washing or anything like that? It's definitely, it's a dark presence in the basement. Five of Swords, very nasty presence. Laundry. This is, be careful if you feel like hear a child or something down in the basement. It's not a child, okay? So this, I don't know how long you've been there, but there's still a few things to come out. I think that, I don't know if you're renting or if you've bought it, but I think they've had trouble getting people to stay there. There's more going on with that house than I think people know. Maybe something that happened and was covered up, or you own it. Well, you can do, well, you can tell them to, well, it's your property. Take ownership of it. You've owned it for 11 years. Okay. Take ownership of it. You obviously you get it properly. It's time that this presence got its marching orders, I think. And I do think you can do that. Things disappear. I think you can do that. You've been using sage and all that. Get other people into, it won't hurt. It won't hurt. Honestly, it's not very nice present, that one, but not the only presence there. There's others that are quite nice, but this other one doesn't. I don't feel like it's there all the time. So like it builds up energy and builds up energy and then does something and then goes away for a while. But yeah. But there's some other ones that are, a couple more that are a bit more benevolent, and they're more. But yeah, don't fall for a giggling childish presence in the basement. It's not. Bloody hell goes in. Sorry, Melinda. That's just, but it's not, it doesn't permeate the whole house. I think it might be not a what people call a demonic or anything. I think it's just a really, really nasty ghost, really nasty. Someone who possibly caused a lot of pain repeatedly to people when he was there, and really hasn't finished, got a lot of bile. So I don't think, but yeah, maybe even he might have been towards the end a little bit demented, hence the childish giggles and stuff, gone a little bit childish. Nasty ghost, but I don't think it's anything like in the, yeah. But I don't know if that's what you've gotten from other people or not. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. For 2 hours. So thank you for joining me on my surprise thing. I am doing a Monday Mysteries, okay, and we can look at some other things there. Knickerbocker Hotel. We might leave that for Monday, and yeah. Well, ask her. I think she'll come and help. Yeah, ask her. And yeah, see if you can find out a little bit more about the history of the house. Might help too. But It's interesting. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm a medium or anything. I just look at the cards and read the energies that I get off them. Oh, thank you, Sean. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for the support, guys. I do appreciate it. I would not know the first steps in how to deal with something like that. And yeah, so whole body. I definitely think it was someone who towards the end was, I think it's just a very, very nasty ghost, but not demonic. A very nasty ghost, someone who towards the end was a nasty person and towards the end was quite demented. And hence that's why I say don't fall for the child. If you hear like childish laughter or giggles, it's just a demented person, I think. Because I never got a feeling, when I was looking at that devil card, I never got a feeling of dread. I got a feeling, oh, it's not nice, but I never got dread. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I will be back again tomorrow for the normal political stuff and everything. And yeah, Melinda, ask your friend. And you know, you own the place. So if it's annoying you, just tell it to piss off. Get out of my house. I don't want you here. Go away. Try that. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to go down in the basement and do your washing. Well, just say, I do not have time for you. Okay. Just say, I do not have time for you. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Love you all. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay loving and stay strong. Bye-bye.